ladies, it's Barbara, and I am back, and I am your menopause drama mama. I am going to wrap up today's video with the things to do to rejuvenate your face. Ever since we've been through this whole perimenopause and menopause and postmenopause period in our life, well, we need as much hydration for our face now. So we need to keep it clean. We need to always make sure you take your makeup off when you go to bed so it's not drying on your face anymore. And the first thing you want to do is use, this is the morning routine, by the way, ladies, morning. Well, they say to use a gentle cleanser in the morning, which I use a cleanser at night, so only in the morning. I use witch hazel with a little cotton, circle. And what witch hazel does, and this is a natural product. So this is a natural astringent. It helps tighten the skin. It minimizes your pores, which you want, because as we lose collagen in our face, what happens is the pores start getting bigger because the collagen is depleting. So the pores are widening. So this will help minimize your pores. Also, it soothes inflammation on your face. It fights acne bacteria. So if you have, for some reason you still have breakouts, since you went through this whole menopause series, this will help fight that bacteria. And also it will reduce puffiness, and it is a natural toner. So this is what I use in the morning with this. So before I take a shower, I'll just, pour it on here and just go over my face, instead of doing a full facial cleanse, since I did it the night before I went to bed. So this will basically take off like all your moisturizer and product that you put on from the night before. Next off, for morning, use a vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is an antioxidant, and this is the advanced tetrahexyl, I don't know how to spell it or pronounce these, ladies. But this is a good product for a vitamin C for your face. And what this will do is I mix it with a vitamin E oil. And it helps to brighten the skin and also clear those free radicals in your skin. So that is what I use after I do my witch hazel. Well, actually, after I get out of the shower, then I start putting on these other products. Next off, I am a huge fan of Korean products because they seem, if you look, Asian women, they have beautiful skin and they don't seem to age like we do. So I know a lot has to do with their diet, but I love their products that they have. And this one, it's a moisturizing and brightening rice serum, and it has rice extract, hyaluronic acid, and a niacinamide in it. So this is what I use. And then you should put, if you have it, a hydrating mist. Now I'm out of mine, so I have it actually coming today, and it's a rose water. So then you would mist your face after, putting on these products, and then move on to your moisturizing peptides and ceramides. Now this one is Medicube, and it's Korean, and it has the PDRN, Pink Peptide Serum is what this is. Now PDRN it's a salmon DNA, and they actually get it from salmon sperm. Now I know that sounds really, really freakish, but it has the properties to regenerate our skin. So, and I just started using these products, so I will most likely move to like their whole line of products, and I don't find them expensive whatsoever. So this is Medicube. So I use this next after I do my rice serum. Also, after I use that, I go to the Medicube PDRN Pink Collagen Capsule Cream. And I was gonna see, before I move on, and I'll show you that. But this is, it's not, it actually is a really, really nice texture or consistency. So I love these products. Now, like I was gonna say, this one is the Collagen PDRN. And this one, it looks, there's like little pink balls inside. And it has a gel also. So I'll scoop out one of the pink gels, and it comes with a scooper, so you don't put your hands in there, because you don't want to contaminate it if you have anything on your hands. So there's a scooper that comes with this, and I just take one scoop out and put it all over. And for each one of my products that I use, I always start right here and I go up, because I don't want all the wrinkling also in my chest. And then I also move up, when I put it on. So I'll always, massage my products in here, and then I have it on my palms, and I go up my face also. And then I will, do the rest of the product on my face. Now, sometimes I will switch out instead of just using the Medicube, because I still have other products since I bought these. And so I don't want to waste my products. So then I'll use the Oil of Olay Regenerist, the hyaluronic and peptide. So I'll use that also, because I want to use this up. I can't see ever throwing anything out. And this is like a gel, actually, and it's really thick. So I'll use that next on my face for my morning. And then to tie it all off, I use my SPF 50. Now this is the, not the chemical, this is the zinc oxide only in this sunscreen. And I prefer that instead of using the chemical sunscreens. So, and this is, it does, well, if you massage it in enough, you won't have that white casting on there. But, it'll take a little bit. But I personally love this. So yeah, it'll just go soak right into your skin. So I always use that, from here up also. Now that's my morning routine. Now the nighttime, it is not that many products for me at all, ladies. I clean my face. I forgot to grab the one I use for my eyes. It's the Abilene, and it's inexpensive. And it doesn't have any scent, so that's what I take my eye makeup off with. I don't want any scented products around my eyes, so I use the Abilene, and it's it's a thick consistency remover. And then what I use is the Pyongkang Yule, and this has, also a little scooper. And I use that then to clean the rest of my face off. And it is also, it's a very thick product. It's actually kind of hard. So, but it is not that hard that you can't get it out of the jar. So this, it's like almost like a paste actually. But it goes on really nice and smooth, so that way, to wipe off your makeup then, it's so easy. It takes off everything. And it actually has a really nice light scent to it. So this is also an Asian product that I personally really, really like. Then after I am done taking off my makeup, I put on my serums, whatever serums I'm going to use at night. So I will, again, just use the Medicube. So I'll go back to this one. And I will not use no vitamin C on my face because I like to use tretinoin. Now, the tretinoin that I use, I actually order it from a pharmacy in India because I don't have a prescription for it in the United States. So I just order my own tretinoin for my face. And then after I do the tretinoin, I use Volufine on my face, and it helps to plump it up more. And you want the, you don't want to have any products like when you're using the tretinoin to interact to make it like sting or anything. That's why you don't want to use vitamin C at night. But on the night, so I will switch off, and I don't have it with me now because I ordered another thing of bakuchiol. And so I will switch off between tretinoin and the bakuchiol every other night. And then what I use is you want to have a really thick moisturizer for nighttime. And it should have like a shea butter or something like that. So I just do the Radiance Renewal by Gold Bond. And I love this. And it has like, actually kind of like a coconutty smell. But it's very, very thick. And that's what you want. You want something that's really thick that's going to sit on your face. So when you wake up in the morning, it's not dried out and you doesn't feel dehydrated. And then once a week, at least, you should do a cleansing on your face that has an enzymes exfoliator. And this one I bought, and it works really well. It has papaya and pineapple, grapefruit, and pumpkin in it. And so then when you put this on, it will turn actually to like almost a liquidy. And then you start getting balls of skin coming off your face. So that will, you want those dead cells off so that way your products will, you know, go into your skin. So that is what I use at least once or twice a week for me, because you definitely want to slough off your cells on the face, the dead ones, because that's just taking up space and you're not going to get your products to absorb very well. Now remember, you always want to do your whole décolletage right here and up your neck and your entire face when you're putting on your products. Also, at least once a week, if you can, do a face mask that is going to be hydrating for you. So it's all about keeping our face hydrated, and so those wrinkles can't keep setting in with all of our expressions that we have. And even at night when we sleep, you know, you still have expressions. Now, I was going to say, I sleep with a satin pillowcase on my pillow. Like, you should have silk, but, you know, I bought the satin ones. And it's cooling. And I can't sleep on my back because my sinuses will drip down. And then I just cough and cough from the sinus dripping. So I have to sleep on my side. So I like to use the satin pillowcase, and it's nice and cooling actually. And also, you know, if you can, there are cooling sheets for your bed. So if you find yourself like really hot and getting irritated at night, that's another thing. And I think the brand I have is by Arctic. And when you get in, it is nice and cool, just so feels good on the skin. So I think that's about it, ladies, on what I'm going to do right now with facial rejuvenation in my videos. I'm sure we'll come up with more of them later, but I think next I am going to start on just different parts of the body that I will show you strength training on. And I think the first one will be the arms. Now, right now, I just received a PO, so I have to do a purchase order over the next couple weeks. I have to get this done in our machine shop for those breast cancer lumps. So I have to make, I think, 4,000, and there's 5 different sizes. So bear with me. I will always keep doing my videos, but they'll probably just be a little shorter because, like I said, I will do like the arms with the bands during this time, and also I'll show another video then where I do what for your legs. And also I think it is best for your exercising if you have a counter. So I don't like going on the floor anymore for any of my exercises because my low back will have I have issues with my low back, and I think it's because my boys were really big when I was pregnant. My first son was 10 pounds 5.5 ounces. My second son was 9 pounds and 11.5 ounces, and my third was about 8. So he was the easiest one. So anyway, I have back issues, so I don't exercise on the floor. So ladies, I love you. Big hugs. You have a fantastic day wherever you are in this world. And I promise I will see you in my next video.